Hello, and we are live. Welcome to the July live stream. Summer is on the way. Hello, Depot. How are you
Hey,
doing?
it's summer. I got my summer wear on.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of news. So, Depot, why don't we kick it off with some of the events that are coming up?
Yeah, so okay, summer is that time where we think, yeah, we're kicking off and we're gonna relax, but no. What we're doing here, we're preparing for the autumn conference season. So where we're gonna be, you can come and meet us if you're in any of these locations. Make sure you come and see us. We've got some interesting talks and members of staff on there. If you want a demo, this is a chance to come over. So we're going to be at the Nordic TechCom in Copenhagen, the 23rd and 24th of September. And that's for TechCom professionals, information architects, and data experts. It's a great event if you care about information architecture and long life cycle documentation. We're preparing for one of the biggest events and one that we've not been to for years. It's the World Aviation Festival in Lisbon, Portugal. That's the 13th to the 15th of October. It's the largest aviation, brings together airlines, airports, aviation technology leaders. We're going there in force as well with Tridion, with our translation, language weaver technologies, language services, and all of the content technology products and AI. By that time, Tridion AI is really going in full flow. So if you want to see what it can do for you in the aviation airline industry, come over and meet us there. Followed by I'm going to be flying all over the place. I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina for LavaCon. LavaCon's 25th to the 28th of October. And this is it's all sorts of content strategies, knowledge managers, UX writers, enterprise content leaders all meet up. This is one of the most fun events of the year. I love doing this one. Come over. We've got I'm actually doing a workshop on building your own AI agents and that, so come over. We've got customers speaking as well. Dell's going to be speaking. Dell Enterprise is going to be, Dell Technologies is going to be speaking there as well. So come and find out what some of our customers are doing with some of our AI solutions. And rounding that off for now, it's the TC World Conference in Stuttgart in Germany, and that's the 10th to the 12th of November. It's closing out this part of the season. It's a flagship event for technical communication. It's part of the TCOM group. And every year, the conversation shifts further from documents towards content ecosystems to governance, metadata, and AI. There's loads happening there. It's the largest TechCom conference in Europe. And we'll be there with our customer, Microchip, who've used Tridion Docs to cut data sheet creation time by 70% across over 24,000 documents. And actually, I forgot to mention that Arjo will be at Nordic TechCom as well. So that's another chance to come and see what our customers are doing with our technologies. And that's it for now. I'll probably have more by next month.
Depot, I love the fact that we're going to conferences which are talking about not only highly structured content in the CCMS, but then also general purpose content at the World Aviation Festival. And a lot of our customers are remarking that these two worlds, that were sort of kept separate, everything is all starting to come together now. And you'll be hearing much more of Tridion as a platform coming out, especially as we start talking about Tridion Connect, Tridion AI. So there's going to be a whole services layer for the Tridion products, and then Tridion Sites and Tridion Docs are going to be just two authoring tools that are going to be working on top of that platform. So very exciting.
Brilliant.
So we got product news, right? Coming up. So or did I miss anything on the agenda?
We were going to talk about the community, the AWS community, yes. The ideas area. That's basically we encourage you to go on. It's community.rws.com. I think it is, or is it rws.community? It's community.rws.com. Go on there, and it's got different communities in there. focused on products, so you could join the Tridion Docs community or the Tridion Sites one. And basically you go in there and you have a chance to talk with other users of our products. So you can exchange ideas. And one of the things I would definitely say you need to go into is in the ideas section. And that's where we get some of our inspiration, because there's no point building stuff with just our own ideas. We build for you, the customer. And that's where you want to go. Go in and vote up. Look at what people are suggesting, put your own ideas in and vote for other ideas. If you see that somebody's already on the same track as you, go in there, vote for it, and it gets put up the product roadmap, and bang, next thing you know, your idea is out there. We should start actually having awards for the best ideas every time we do a release.
Tracked, on the community, there's some gamification that goes on there, so you do get some little scores. And on Depot's note as well, if you want to keep on top of what's going on in the community, you can go into your profile and then you can subscribe into a digest, which means that you'll get a weekly summary of what's going on inside the community. So a really great way to keep in touch.
Excellent. And so, on to product news.
Well, I'll start with Tridion Sites. So with Tridion Sites, so the good news is it looks like all of our customers have applied that fixed pack for that entitlements server service that is no longer going to be in place. And actually, yesterday was the deadline. So thank you, everyone, for applying those fixed packs. By the way, just as a note, there's a deprecation that's happening in Chrome, and it's going to be followed by all the other browsers where XSLT support in the browser is no longer going to be supported. I know. So this is something, and this isn't just going to be about some things happening in Tridion, but this is going to actually affect like a number of enterprise applications, like government websites. So just to let you know that this is something that's going to be happening broadly in October. It's not going to have any effect on the new user interface within Tridion, but parts of the classic UI depend on XSLT in the browser, which means that in August we're going to be coming up with a fixed pack which people can apply to their implementation. And so we're going to have more news on that. I just want to sort of plant the seed that there is going to be this little disruption. It's going to disrupt like overall the entire internet.
If you're in the old UI,
I mean, XSLT in the browser has been around for 25 years, but all of a sudden the door's getting shut on that thing. So we're going to have some more information on the community. Just want to get people ready and thinking about it, that there's going to be another mandatory fixed pack. It looks like in October we're going to be coming up with a 10.1.4 release as well, and that's of course going to have the fixed pack on it. So you could either wait until that gets released, or you can implement 10.1.4, and then a slight shift in timeline. So Tridion Sites 10.5. We originally were thinking about December, but given all of these things that we need to work on in the immediate future, it looks like that's going to get pushed out to January or February of 2027. I know, and sometimes we don't have much choice in these matters.
I mean, this is a security thing.
Do what you need to address, changes in technologies, security issues, all of those things. So in any case, we're going to be doing the 10.5 release in early 2027. And by the way, the 10.5 release, for everybody to know, is going to be aligned with the Microsoft .NET 11 release. And we're trying to put our major releases in alignment with upgrades and changes to .NET 11, because our customers like to be like us to be synchronized on those .NET releases. So just to let you know that's going to be coming out. And 10.5 is also going to be a long-term support release, which means that you get 3 years of support, and then you can optionally sign up for an extra 2 years. So 5 years it's in the world of the web. That's pretty good.
Forever.
So that's the sites update. Depot, you got some stuff on Tridion Docs?
All right, and for all product updates and everything, basically this is the time if you're starting to plan, and you want to have roadmap conversations. Now is the time to talk to your new customer success manager. Everyone's got one. Make sure you get in contact with them if they've not reached out yet. talk to your account executive and they'll put you in touch with the person in charge for your company. Product update, Tridion Docs 15.3 released. It released actually on the 17th of June. Thank you. It released on the 17th of June. We ran the launch webinar on the 24th. Now that's over. That's been transferred over to on demand. So if you couldn't make the webinar live, just go on to Tridion.com, resources, events, and it's in the recorded webinars or on-demand webinars. And the headline feature of that one was Publication Editor, a modern web-based publication management experience, including for Mac users. That's it. I've been finding workarounds. I've always worked from my Mac, but this is just no more workarounds. Pretty much everything that used to be in the Windows exec is now available in the browser, so you can manage baselines, versions, resources without having to use the desktop tool. Now, there's still a few things left over, but they're being brought over. It's on the roadmap. And if you saw the Tridion live sessions that we had at the end of May, you see that roadmap on there. And actually during the 15.3 webinar, we talked about the roadmap as well. So you see that, gradually we'll have that 1,000,000% of Mac focus, Mac capabilities. Underneath, there's a full release of the REST-based Open API, modern OIDC authentication, and cross-platform .NET 10 foundation. So we're also upgrading the .NET on there. If you want to see that in action, get in touch with your account executive for a demo.
One additional note, like on the community, if you go into the community and go into Tridion Docs, the links to the bootcamp videos on YouTube are there as well. So if you really want to go in depth, definitely check out those bootcamp videos.
Yeah, those go into a lot of detail about it, and you can see everything working in action, everything in action there.
Yeah.
So that's Tridion Docs, and then finally, let's round up with our AI update. The conversation has changed. It's no longer can we use AI? It's more about how do we use AI safely? How do I put it in place in my enterprise and not accrue a $500,000 cost in one usage session? Tridion AI was announced at the Tridion live sessions, and we're just about to launch it. It's going to launch for a customer preview at the end of July, and we'll be going full rollout. There's so much interest in it. We've got to be careful, make sure we're taking care of our customers, and each person gets that dedicated support in getting things up and running. This is basically it's bringing the concept of MCP to the Tridion platform. And when we talk Tridion platform now, our sister products they're all talking to each other through this. And so you got Tridion Connect, which is that connection gateway, and then you've got agents, and even because we can't think of everything, and it shows in the way that we want to work with our customers in the community site, in that we also include an agent builder, so that we can't think of all your workflows. So why don't you build yours? We'll give you the tools to build that, and then that way you get it to work to your own workflow. So we've got industry-specific workflows that we've already built through research with our customers and so on, but every enterprise is different. Go ahead, build your own, modify it, and so on. And then, that basically brings that AI layer, that platform, over everything that we're doing, all of our products, and allows them to interact not just with each other, but with external systems, regulatory systems, PLMs, DAMs, and so on and so forth. All of that is taken into account. And that's it from me.
Well, and I think on that note, we'll wrap it up. I know yesterday was Canada Day. We've got Independence Day coming up in 2 days, and you're in France, so
Bastille Day very soon.
There you go. Well, enjoy the rest of the summer, everyone, and we'll talk to you on the first Thursday in August. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks, Deepo.
Take it easy. Thanks.
Bye.